Hi, friends. This is Steve DePaul with the Rose Realty team with this week's Real Estate Vlog for North Texas. Today, hints at looking for a cheap kitchen flip. So that's a lot of words in there. But let me explain. So you walk into a house, right? Your real estate agent brings you into a house and you see a brand new kitchen. And it actually states it in the MLS description, brand new kitchen, right? And you're psyched. You come in there and you start looking at it, and it's got some nice looking cabinets and this, that, and the other thing. And you're figuring, man, you know what? Now we don't have to spend 20, 30, 40, $50,000 on upgrading the kitchen. It looks great. Okay. Well, so let's start looking behind the cabinets, if you will, to find out whether was a quality job that was done or whether it was a cheap kitchen flip. So first of all, custom cabinets. You take a look at the cabinets and you're going to say, geez, these cabinets look great, but. So we'll start looking for hidden spaces that aren't really accessible, right? So a cabinet that in the way back over there, you can't really get to it. It's back in the corner. You really can't stick anything back there unless you're hiding money, or something like that. So there's parts of the cabinets that are just not accessible. Also look above the fridge or above the oven, right? Are the cabinets up there just really aren't used and really aren't accessible? Now, let's be honest. Like most kitchens have cabinets above the refrigerator, right? And we seldom use those. I mean, we stick stuff up there that we used at one point, like blenders or something like that. We put up there, and we're just not going to use them anymore. And so we stick them up there so that they're accessible to us, so we can get on a stool and get them. But then we're not going to use them every day, or every year. Okay, so we stick them up there so we kind of don't lose them. So spots in the cabinets that are not accessible and hard for us to get to, that's a clear sign of a cheap flip. Poorly made drawers. Hey, look at this. Look at the side of the drawer between the front part and the side panel. And if it's got that dovetail construction, then you know what that means. That means that the drawer was constructed for durability and for lasting a long time. Also pay attention to the rails, right? If the rails are cheap and they don't slide well and that kind of thing, probably it's a cheap flip. And although it looks good right now, those cheaper rails don't last as long. The drawers a lot of times then come off real easily, and then you're going to be paying to replace those, or you're going to be paying through frustration when they keep on coming off, and you're freaking out over it. Lack of attention to details. Look at the crown molding. Do the corners fit properly, or are they just off by like a little bit? Do the cut lines line up and make sense? How about the paint job, right? Is there paint kind of splattered on some of the molding? Is there paint in the corners that don't quite match up, and so they didn't spend a lot of time on the corners because they think people wouldn't pay attention? And how about the ceiling between the wall and the ceiling, or the crown molding in the ceiling? Was that a poor job? Okay, these are all signs that things were done quickly or for low cost, cheap kitchen flip. Okay. Poorly installed or the wrong appliances. So do the doors on appliances open correctly? Okay. I always kind of love the kitchens that are on the smaller side. Okay. Not everybody can have a huge kitchen. It's on the smaller side, but like the dishwasher door, you can't stand in front of the door when you open it because you're bumping up against the cabinet. Okay. Poorly designed, poorly installed. Okay. And look for things like that. Look for things that where the doors open and with doors, the countertops or appliances open incorrectly in the wrong direction. It's a sign that those appliances were maybe from another house or another house or another flip that they decided to put in your house instead. Okay, and so check to make sure that the appliances make sense, they match, and they were installed properly. Next week, again, another one of my favorite vlogs, Christmas Day fun facts. I hope you'll join us. This is Steve with the Rose Realty team. I'm gone.